Do I keep being a nasty little boy? Maybe. Maybe I'll keep being a nasty little boy. Anybody else near? Yes. Wow, that stealth looks really weird from here.
Sure.
They'll never see me coming. Kaka!
Wow. Simul death. Am I even getting experience? I actually don't remember if this game does the combat experience or if it just does like objective experience. 59, 49, 15. That was basically an accident. Gained the attention of unexpected people. The camera does not rotate very quick. Oh. Hang on a minute. I think I remember seeing a setting. Oh. No, it's already set. It's already off. I remember there being an auto center feature. And I'm like, the camera seems to rotate less quickly when I'm moving, making it a little frustrating to turn.
I'll avoid what I can.
Oh. Just like that, huh? Just like that, there's the leader of the Volker gang. Huh.
Yes? What?
Nope. There we go. Begin. There we go. The shield should be gone? Yep. There we go. I just got the lead of the Volkers. I didn't even realize he was here. I guess that's why there's so many Volkers here. This is actually like their HQ, like the one. And hey, I got to get some med packs to refill. And the big bad gang that the droid maker was saying made everything worse is now gone, so that's good. And I've got an energy shield without having to get one manually. I think these might eventually have like have some kind of buff to them. They might not always be like this. Oh yeah, didn't I have 49 something experience? Now I have 53 something experience. I think I am leveling up. Kind of immediately forgot it, what my stats were at though.
I'll avoid what I can. What?
Our options are actually getting a little worse. So here's where the robot is. What do these buttons mean? I think the orange thing is my protagonist, who I'm not currently controlling. Yeah, the blue is who I'm currently controlling. So these enemies are on the exact opposite side from the droid, which makes them a little non-ideal. Oh well, I took out the leader already. I don't need to keep doing this forever necessarily. I have other things to take care of. But I might come back later too. So this guy wants to fake his death. Just having a normal one, you know. Weren't these Volkars? They are Volkars. That's kind of funny that I already defeated their leader. Let's help this guy fake his death. And it also gives me a chance to visit the store for what I think is a free heal. Which doesn't hurt. Is this guy just gonna let me in and out now from here on out, or do I have to put it back on each time to continually fool this poor fool? I'm trying to remember, but I think because you can have 3 party members in these games. I think 3 is the cap members. Is it 4? I like it when they let you use 4, just because I like having a larger number of characters just around. But I think this game had 3. You and 2 people. I'm trying to remember if the 3rd person fills that gap between me and Karth, so that it stops looking a little awkward. But I think the other person might stack on top.
Welcome back. Are you in need of healing or medical supplies? I can treat you right here at the center for... It will just take me a moment while I...
Just make some magic woobity-boobity noise, and then I'm healed. This is actually a really relaxing open area. Wasn't for all the fascism. Oh well. I think I saw this person selling a permacrete detonator.
Welcome to the Equipment Emporium. Finest selection of supplies in all of Terrace. You interested in seeing what I have? Because of this.
Oop. Concussion grenade, frag sonic iron. Nope. Permacrete detonator. Item cost 50. Not even that not bad. Okay, cool. It stood out to me as being on the very bottom of the list. I guess because it's basically a plot item. That's more or less its job. Alright. Well, we're good then. Wait. Double check.
Welcome to the... Because of this.
Am I right thinking she doesn't have upgrade items? She just sells weapons? Yeah. I can sell things to her. But that's about it. I think my general strategy was just kind of like, just to make it quick, I would keep like 2 of every weapon on hand, just in case I happen to have any kind of motivation to like have a character switch to like, they're gonna use shock sticks because I'm stuck on this fight or whatever, and it seems like that would address the really specific problem I'm facing or whatever. So I try not to sell my excess loot until it's properly excess and that it has like big numbers on it. Where's my apartment? It's the other way. Once it's like, you have 3, 4, 5 of the same repeating generic loot item, I'm then like, alright, well, time to make some money. This is somebody else's apartment. Stop robbing the aliens, they're having a bad day already. Just rude. I guess if I was coming here, I didn't need to heal anyway. Shit. Alright, well I can give this 2 defense, and then I can give it 20% damage resist against cold and fire. But I don't have the actual resources for that, so... I'm a fool. I'm a fool, and I wasted all of our time. Aren't I grand? Alright. I don't think there's a fast travel system in this game. Besides, you know, having a spaceship that goes between planets. I was keeping an eye out for it a little bit there. Because I saw those swoops lying around, and I'm like, hang on a minute. Tapping on temple. I remember these from Mass Effect. These will let me teleport from spot to nope. They look really similar to the taxis in Mass Effect that are just these like really sleek coffin-like things that are like lying around that happen to get you around pretty quickly because because you can fast travel around the Citadel in Mass Effect 1 with those. But not in here. Still, this poor man will be better off now. I've also come across something that is people gonna have a chat? What's going on here? The drunk waves sheepishly at you, but doesn't speak. He seems to be having trouble standing. Okay. Y'all have fun, I guess. Yep, they're just still here.
She offered you. She enjoyed it out. And really good. And she behind Bolivia. And now for the Dufta.
Get out of here, you goggle-eyed freak! You're too ugly for the upper city.
Yeah, go back to where you came from. We don't want your kind up here.
And she behind Bolivia.
This is really like a baby's first racism going on here. But yeah, there's a systematic issue here where he can't resist or really do anything because the entire system will come down on him immediately. If he does basically anything, he'll be seen as like this alien that's attacking children. But like these little shits are just harassing him. Hey kids, leave that Ithorian alone.
Why do you care what happens to some scummy alien? He's just a freak.
Yeah, he isn't even supposed to be in the upper city.
Yeah, this is what happens when you have these kinds of required segregational things. Is that kids that grow up in this environment just see it as normal, and it's really hard to break them of that. Just because he's different doesn't give you the right to attack him.
Come on, let's go. I don't want to listen to this alien lover anymore.
You look hurt. Here, I've got a med pack. Let me help you. Light side points gained. They're relatively infrequent with that. That's like the second time I've had that notification, I think. I'm slowly hovering upwards towards Karth territory, but he's like way the hell up there. It's weird to have a light side, dark side rating that like judges the characters and tell you how good they are. Like before you even learn how the characters behave, it's like, ah, I guess he's a good guy. Which, like, to be fair, I suppose, like, Star Wars exists in a universe. Oh yeah, that was the apartments. Star Wars exists in a universe where good and bad can be pretty binary, so you can get away with a light side, dark side meter and not challenge it that much, but so you're gonna have some troubles pretty quickly when in like once you start dealing with like a world that feels more real. It's not going to be so easy here, but wow, it's a bit of a jarring experience to see little what looks like little orphan Annie just spewing some hate speech. Speak to Karth.
Yes, what's on your mind?
I will say that this is like, by Star Wars' standards, this is actually pushing the envelope, because Star Wars, all the main movies insist on like having basically nothing to say, and the very concept of racism basically doesn't exist. Like, I think the entire thing where the rebels are full of fun aliens and the Empire are just humans is like almost a happy accident, because just on a design level, if anything, like the artists and the people like making behind the scenes choices might have been having like a point along these lines and thinking about these things, but like the actual scripts and text of each of those movies doesn't seem to care at all about aliens. They just kind of exist so that they can like be exciting aliens that show up in a movie in a fun adventure and then sell toys of every single one of those aliens, so that's always the incentive to make more of them. But like, you basically never even acknowledge that aliens exist in the Star Wars movies. Like, you almost never even talk about aliens like, you are an alien, you are this guy from that planet, and here is your culture, and so on. Like, I think it's almost weird to think about, but it's basically the Gungans with Boss Nass and everything. It might be one of the only times you actually kind of immerse yourself in an alien culture that doesn't present as human, and then actually like have to learn anything about them. Whereas like the Twi'leks and the what they called the guy that were like Uja and Uji and Lagoon Forlo, those guys, the people that work at the cantina in the bands all the time, like, what do those guys do? What do they talk like? Like, it's so iconic to see the cantina band in Star Wars, but what are they like? What does their language sound like? What's their culture like? How are they dealing with the Empire and the occupation and so on? So like, I gotta give this like some credit, even though I'm sure the extended universe also is doing this plenty too. But when I played this as a kid, this was essentially the moral gray version of Star Wars, as weird as that sounds, especially given the sequel. It's really funny to think about that about this game. And when you get into other RPGs, like so many other RPGs ask much more interesting questions in moment to moment, like Disco Elysium and so on. But when your starting point is the Star Wars movies, especially the original trilogy and the prequel trilogy, and then you get to this game, you're like, oh, racism. We're acknowledging that race is even a thing in the first place, because like we're weird, because like there's background details that your brain would absorb, even if it's unconscious and you weren't really actively thinking about it. You probably noticed a weird little racist tinge of like how the rebels are full of aliens and the Empire isn't. But like, I genuinely don't know if it was ever mentioned a single time in the movies or ever discussed, or it's definitely not the plot of any of the movies. So like, it's definitely dealing with these minutiae all of a sudden is probably why a lot of people fell in love with KOTOR, and why it's constantly loved to this day as far as like Star Wars games go, is because like suddenly you're like, actually it starts making Star Wars feel like a more real environment, even though it still is like, but even though it's stuck to this really weird like moral binary system that feels cartoonish compared to other RPGs, it's like actually really granular and interesting compared to normal Star Wars, as weird as that is to say. Anyway, which timing wise, this came out in 2003, so for context, episode 2 came out 1 year before this game, and episode 3 actually wasn't out yet. That's how early this game came out, is the prequel trilogy wasn't even done yet. It was kind of during the craze of the franchise kind of reawakening and getting a big rush of video games because the movies were currently being a thing. I want to say I think KOTOR 1 and 2 might have both come out between episode 2 and 3. Like, that's how rapid it was too, because a different studio made the sequel. Much like Fallout 3 in New Vegas, like main popular RPG developer that's kind of known for being kind of a little shallow makes main game, and then a developer that's known for making more interesting RPGs and having more experience and making the real greatest hits things makes a really rapidly made sequel that has technical problems and is incomplete and needs mods to restore the cut content, but is often seen as the superior game in the series. I've always put KOTOR next to Fallout there, with like Fallout 3 and New Vegas. Like, it's just a really specific pattern to see twice in the same decade. Anyway, you know anything about this place?
Terrace? Well, the planet's all one big city, but its golden years are long past. And things have gotten worse since the Sith occupied it. From what I hear, the wealthy live on the tops of all the tall towers, and if you're poor, you live down in the shadows. And it gets worse the lower you go. Well, that's all I can think of, at any rate.
I want to discuss something with you.
You do? Well, fair enough. What do you want to discuss?
We didn't finish our conversation last time.
I know you wouldn't understand where I was coming from. Let me try and explain. You got the skills of an elite commando, and you saved my butt more than once. Between that and your facility with languages, I'm lucky you're here. But that doesn't mean that I'm gonna stop watching you being wary. I'm just not built that way. Period.
And what exactly are you watching me for?
I don't know that yet. Like I said before, it's probably nothing, but I've been betrayed by people before, and well, it won't happen again. That's all.
Well, of course it won't ever happen again if you never trust anyone.
Look, I'm not trying to insult you. This is just the way I am. No need to take it personally.
Right, and how am I supposed to know that you won't betray us?
Me?
Yes, you. Why should I trust you after all?
You shouldn't. If you're smart, you won't trust anyone. Not me, not Bastila, and especially not yourself.
Ah. So you don't trust yourself, is that it?
I don't need to be analyzed, thanks. Can we just get back to business?
You sure you don't want to talk about it?
No, I don't want to talk about it. What I want is to save the galaxy, if that's even possible. Why is whether or not I trust you or anyone so damned important to you? Why do you even care? We don't have time for this, so can we please just drop it for now? Can we pick it up later if you really must? I want to get underway.
It's growing. Let's try something, by the way. Let's try using ranged weapons, because my poor scoundrel just dies so quickly that it might really benefit if I'm just in the back more. Probably a two-handed weapon, like a blaster rifle, because I don't have two-weapon fighting at the moment. So this is the heavy... oh yeah, that's the blaster rifle. The heavy blaster's a pistol. This has better threat range and higher damage. Wait. Let me remind myself. Do I start off with weapon training? Yes, blaster rifle. I do get a +1 attack bonus with melee weapons, though. But yeah, if you're wondering, I do have a reason why I'm specializing in melee weapons. But, you know, no spoilers. But, there's reason for my decisions.
This elevator is off limits. Only Sith patrols and those with proper authorization are allowed into the lower city. It's obvious from the way you're dressed. Move along, then.
We're gonna need some kind of disguise if we want...
Yeah, I know. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No. How far do I have to go back? Oh, man. I wish I caught this sooner. I wish I caught this sooner. So, yeah. When I died and respawned without the Sith armor on, I should have checked my inventory out of curiosity about why I wasn't wearing the Sith armor all of a sudden. Because, it's gone. And that's a, problem. because it means I can't go back in. Hello.
What?
Not wearing any clothes. That means I can't go back in there, which I believe makes that a game-breaking bug that kills the playthrough. Except for, obviously, I have several saves already, so we're good, don't worry. It's only me who will suffer, because I need to... I'm gonna need that armor back. Alright, so that door can't be lock-picked. I was not given a lead on how to... that's an unfortunate bug. I was not given any kind of lead on how to... Rapid transit system. On the map screen, you will see the button says return to hideout. In any non-action areas, you can press this button and teleport back to your hideout instantly? Oh shit. Oh. This is really useful, actually. I can using my map, I can teleport back to my hideout. That's really handy, actually. Thank you, game. That's good to know. So apparently you can teleport instantly back to your hideout, go like repair your shit. Wait, going back to the hideout heals you. So that means I can, whenever I'm in an area where that button's working, I can instantly heal the party. That's your out of combat regen, I guess. But you also have the ability to modify your gear without walking all the way back. So sorry about the fact that I just made the mistake of doing that. But now I know I don't have to run all the way back in that situation. I didn't read that very closely, but the fact that it has a return to where you left off button makes me think that you probably consistently go back to right where you left off. Meaning you probably don't get to like walk out the front door, but maybe you do. This backpack's still here. I was holding out hope that just maybe, another copy of the Sith armor spawns. Alright, see you guys after a bit. We'll see how much I can maintain continuity here. Shit. Either I have different resources than last time or I misread my stats, and I think I did misread it last time. I'm not used to this interface. I saw repair 2 and thought I had 2 to spend, but I had 13 to spend. So like I can do shit. Ha 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 ha. Here it comes. All right, come on, Karth. Let's have some fun. Oops, shit. There you go. Oh, shit. I gotta get these controls down a little bit. Hey, Karth. Hey, Karth. Let's just retreat a little bit. There we go. There we go.
Sure.
Oh, yes. Oh my god. Clearing through here this time's gonna be much improved.
Sure.
Oh my god, he's not even... Oh my goodness. Oh my god, he's going door to door! He's going door to door. He's not even taking damage. Oh my god. I feel really bad about last time. Well, this is gonna be a lot more efficient than it was before. I'm just gonna like casually just go through here and grab all their shit. Alright, so this time I don't need to show it. I also don't really know how to get to that part of the interface quickly anyway. But I bought the grenade in advance. So I did basically have to replay the last 90 minutes of stuff. But it's obviously much more efficient when you don't have to sit through all the dialogue or any of the parts where I stop to talk about something. And also the part where I stop to solve that puzzle, like I already know the answer, so there's that.
Yes.
Yep, I keep mixing up all the buttons, sorry. Wow. Interesting move, me. That was weird. I used sniper shot and my guy was like, you know what that means? I should run directly into the face of my opponent. And I'm like,
what's on your mind?
oops.
You got it.
I'm like, what are you doing? Well, that went incredibly quickly. It also, like, I'm aware. Oh god, that was last episode too, so there's gonna be comments about it. Oh, he almost died, but that was the boss fight, and that should be the story guy. That's why he didn't go in there and just shoot that guy immediately, because it's story. Yeah, last episode I was like, man, now this is some KOTOR playing. I'm pulling off some sophisticated shit that Kid Me didn't do with all the stealth nonsense. But all I had to do was repair that guy and I'd blaze through the whole section. God damn it. I'm sorry. Oh, I still have my card, thankfully. Otherwise it'd be in deep shit. So... Elinda... Oh yeah, I can do my triggers to... Uja. This is way easier. Uji. Lupa. Odo. Ashana. That is astonishingly quicker. Then, yeah, that was... I kept walking up to everything and trying to, like, awkwardly, like, get the reticle selected by walking up to it, but actually I need to be more proactive with the triggers, and that'll take care of it for me. Yeah, I was wrong. That actually wasn't the guy we're taking the grenade to. Let's see, so this should still be my inventory, right? Yeah. I think it glitched out when I died. When I died, I came back and I wasn't wearing armor anymore, and I was like, oh, weird. Oh well. But I didn't really quite latch onto the problem as much as I should have.
No problem. Got it.
Gepuna. What are you doing in here? You in trouble? Maybe I can help you out. But if you fake your own death, I could help you out. I can get you a permacrete detonator. Hey, and now we're back to where we left off. So that's nice. And I've leveled again. That's nice. Level up. Attributes. I get another attribute this level. It's probably that one. Considering it gives me the next modifier. That seems... That's just my go-to. Whenever I'm playing D&D, if the first thing I do whenever I level up and get to change one of my attributes is I just finish off whatever odd number I had on my character sheet. If I have any odd numbers, I level them up to even numbers because those are the modifier increasers, so I'll immediately feel the consequences of that. That always seems like the right call. Doot 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 doot. That's it? Oh. Dang it. But I wanted to get a feat. If I got to have a feat, then oh yeah, my portrait's not blue yet because the alien getting picked on by kids thing hasn't happened in this timeline yet. But we're mostly back to where we left off.
Achuta, wanga kun pistol piking kuyana, tong patogas maktelia.
I have a permacrete detonator right here. Go on, take it.
Shagjikin lord jawa tauma? Kavavulba mulji gumana. Ginkun shachiking ni ginkun oba mulira jikun. Wamakun bes chimpalamuji. Tunira nu prata dunko sercha domandoma. Tony Podu. Rana no prata don't know searcha. Ichua penki.
Shit, I should have looted this room first. What if there's something in here? I don't remember. Wow, there's nothing left of that room.
Mucha shagpangpa. Yinkin kun no ba mulri rachikun. Takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chu ay thaudonga. Tulpada bonk molya gando danago churchut. Moga shampungpa. Bolawan na chikni. Bamuleslik mo poda na wanga kun bist mulira best. Tonghay tuam jiji yumalith pa ang inkotu. Tolbada bunkwalya gando de nago chuchut. Kachi chuay thaudunga. Yumalith ka inkotun. Chilo mulira de nebobo. Munka kun biskang. Bamulara.
Ta-da! There's something really kind of charming about how the simulation around you keeps moving when you're having a conversation. Like that droid is going around in circles. I'm used to it feeling like the world just pauses whenever you talk to somebody in games like this. I'm a little disappointed. I thought I was going to be the accomplice that lies for him, but I guess not. There wasn't anything important in there. No, there's the Akani fiber armor. Okay. So that's, yeah, we got that from the boss fight. That makes sense. Alright, now we're all caught up. Something's bothering Karth. Spit it out. And we're back. It was just the second part of him not trusting me because he doesn't trust anyone, not even himself. That's where we were with that. Yeah, given that I'm not particularly strong or tanky, I think currently not using a melee weapon is kind of panning out for me. Yeah, because I have 10 constitution, 10 strength. Yeah. We'll plan for later with melee weapons. But we're not at the stage of character development where I can handle that right now. And my character, my poor character is melting because... He's got 24 health now. Still half that the other guy has. Kind of rough, man. Oops. Alright, so let's go back to exploring this place now. It's hard to tell the game is paused when you're in stealth mode because you're invisible anyway.
That hurt, I bet.
Hopefully that does bonus damage. I don't know if that actually works that way. Eventually I'll have more than one button, so my choice of combat tactics will be a little more interesting. But right now each character kind of just has one attack. You can either auto attack or do the good move. For the most part, while we are not landing these shots. Alright, maybe I should just let Karth use normal attacks. He doesn't seem to nail it with sniper shot. I mean with power shot, which reduces his hit chance. His dice rolls seem to be pretty bad. I gotta remind myself how sniper shot works. Doubles the crit range of attacks. If the attack hits, the target's also stunned for 6 seconds unless they make a DC save. Ah, it lowers my defense. That's what the trade-off is. So I'm not losing hit chance or speed as far as I'm aware. So I'm doing it's essentially a normal attack, but I do have a double crit range and a stun. But I lowered defense means I think I have a 5. That's a lot. We're rolling d20s in this game, so that's a 25% increased chance of getting hit if I'm the one taking shots. You hope to pay it up. You really hope that it works out. I am not doing damage. Like, wow, that was not going so hot, was it? What an excellent chance to try out this trick that I learned, though. And by trick, I mean like basic information provided by the game about how you can play it. It just tells you in a tutorial pop-up that you can read through in your codex that's like, hey, you can just teleport back to base whenever you want to and heal for full. Oh, shit. And I guess it's okay if I do it whenever it allows me to do it, because there's zones where it'll be disabled. So those will be clearly the times where it's like, nope, you're not allowed to do it here. The Black Volker base. Didn't I kill their leader already? That must have just been a leader. I feel like I'm gonna get context for why I'd want to fight them soon if I just keep going and explore the zone more and find an NPC of some kind somewhere. Because I haven't really met an NPC that's like, yo, Volkers, yeah, fuck those guys, go kill the Volkers. So I would like to have the story context before I go in, if I can. Jab Yar's Cantina. Javier's Cantina? It's probably the actual way to pronounce that. Uria.
Ci gratullo da pograshi oniu komba cintomo muchuba. Loda dita kun. Ida patisa batua kacha tutong. Pagrasha kon tichaka Chubakaha chopa chawachuish yunku. Jodo jidbungarantan. Kachikun ida hodonga. Yikinkuno bamulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe.
Who are you?
Kachikun ida hodonga. Yikinkuno bamulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe. Tolpa da pongwale gandona gu chuchut. Kavadum ku pelio botenya. Bonanai kuchu. Hawaga boska chokola. Mucha shag panka. Jedabadwana nidi bobo. Tong na bungsha nununya. Tong patukashmak talea.
There's like a sing-songness to their language that is also probably like too convenient for it to be the real words that are actually saying what they're saying. But like, there's a part where it's just like, he's like an inch away from just becoming Scatman with the way that all the syllables just kind of sling together into like a nice like descending like arc or something. Show me what you have for sale.
Kuyami juz chikata na patogaya hulki gokogala jiji gawana bot atagwa kagidora tekun watatimona ia bola.
Those minus cards are here all of a sudden, like -3. That's what I want. Is I want cards that can help you recover when you're fucked. That's a plus or -6. Why is it 50? Isn't plus or -6 like an incredibly powerful card? This one only costs 5. The +6 though. +6 and -6 cost 5. This one's plus or -6, which is pretty versatile. Plus or -3 is a lot more expensive. Plus or -1, incredibly expensive. So surprisingly, it's the smaller impact cards that are more difficult to use. I'll buy plus or -6. There must be like a statistical reason why it's less helpful or something. But I kind of just want to have a handful of cards that can help me recover when I've already gone over. Gelrud.
Greetings, stranger. My name is Gelrud. Are you a Pazaak player by chance? It's so hard for me to find a match now that I've been banned from the Upper City Cantina.
why were you banned?
A simple misunderstanding. Some of the other Pazaak players don't understand the finer points of the game. So what if I win 15 matches in a row? That doesn't mean I cheat. That's no justice. My lucky Pazaak deck was confiscated and I was banned from the upper cantina. Since then, I've been desperate to find a match.
I'll play.
Excellent. My funds were getting somewhat low.
Oh, the maximum wager is 40. Let's chill out. Do 10. Just because I've never won before, and so I don't know if I'm gonna start now. Alright, so now I've got some negative numbers to throw in. You like draw at random, don't you? Fuck. So there's the issue, is you need more of them too. All right. Go ahead and draw more. A 1, a 12. I should be fine. Okay, getting a little more iffy now. See, the cap is 20. So I've got like a 60% chance of drawing something acceptable and a 40% chance of failing right now. Oop, okay, nope. Let's play this to win. Got my 20. And I win. Take any victory you can, because your chances of getting more of them, you know, the whole bird in the hand's worth two in the bush argument of like, it's better to commit to any resources you can to secure a win now, because even though you might lose them and like not secure a win later, you don't know if that opportunity is actually going to happen later or not. So he has to nail it. He did not have a... Oh, we're tied. He didn't have a +1. Let's go for it. Let's see if I get lucky again. Do it again. I'll just do it again, yeah. If I can secure the round, then I can secure the round. He hasn't used any of his cards yet. Are they bad? What's going on? Ooh. A 10 is safe. Nothing. I can't draw anything to lose. Fuck. Alright, well now my chances aren't great. If I play a +4, I'll get a 17. The only way I win is if I either draw a 7 right now, which ties the round, or I draw a 3 and then I get to play a 4 to tie the round. Nope. Fuck me. Alright, it gave me a chance to play a card because I could have had a negative card, but I don't. I don't think it checks your hand to see if you have a valid response. It just lets you choose to end your turn. Oh boy. Alright, well I'm gonna stand. Hey!
You did well in our last match, but I think your luck may be about to run out. So do you want to play again?
And that's how you do a gumble. I gumble for a bit, and then I got a bit more money. And, this seems exploitable. I don't know if the people have like a set amount of money per character and then they can't gamble anymore. Like Elder Scrolls NPCs that have X amount of money and then you can't like sell anything more to them.
If you're ever looking for a match and you get tired of posturing in the upper cantina, just come down here and find me. I'll play you anytime.
But yeah, if you can keep gambling, you could exploit this for money pretty easily by just gambling over and over again to gain money, especially if you save scum, because then you can just not count the ones where you lose.
Go away.
Kimba no kun mixat abog kakincha nawabakaon tung abashun ni chunchi
Kipuna Kavatumpa kulpaiya mokapaata Chiyoka kutumpa kulpaiya
1,
Oscar, Chiska Nichu, the Hupa Botania go GGPT.
Ki puna, kavatumpa ku palea muka bata. Gioka ku tumpa ku palea.
2.
Giokaku, Kimba Muli Radwana G, Kuyami, Juski, Chika Nai, Uba Baska Dwana Chichopa Muska, Chiska da Soki, Kupa Bona na Chachu.
Une pudu, rananu prata donko shirkaja. Jum apike. 3.
Well,
Go away.
saw how you mopped up those black Volkars. Nice work.
1.
I'm not looking for a fight. I just want to talk.
2.
Okay. I see your point. I'll be off then.
Smart.
What a character design. Alright. Alright. That's fun. I'm sure he'll come up later. But yeah, he just took them all out at once. These poor random people are just like at a cantina and they get flashbanged as bystanders. Like that's a nasty thing to set off in this kind of setting. These poor people.
I told you to leave me alone. So give me some space, Bug-Eye. Your breath smells like bantha poodoo.
Kuyami, Juski, Chika Nai, Tong Patoga Smaktilia, Tabis, Dubong, Kunki, Pankpa, Tong Itwamaji, Human Act in Ikatune.
Who you calling little girl, Chuba Face?
Ubabatu Conchi, Chiska da Soki, Kupa Bona na Chachu.
Just a sec, boys. Zaalbar, a little help here? I need you to rip the legs off some insects. Quit complaining. You can finish eating later. Besides, you need the exercise, so get over here.
Giokaku, Kimba Muli Radwana G, Kuyami, Juski, Chika Nai, Uba Baska Dwana Chichopa Muska, Chiska da Soki, Kupa Bona na Chachu.
You got a problem with me? Then you got a problem with Big Z. So unless you want to take on my furry friend, I suggest you greenies hop on out of here.
Kiobasa, Kimba Muli Radwana G, Kaba Volpa Murji Gumaya.
A rare case of subtitled Wookiees, and it's not even the Christmas special. Is this Christmas? Wait, shit, that's not what I meant. It's fine, it's fine.
Say, I don't recognize you, and I know pretty much everyone in the lower city. You must be new down here. I guess that makes me and Big Z your official welcoming committee.
Now that was the Volkars, but they're dead now. Hey, we speak the same language.
It's not that strange. Most aliens can speak basic, they just prefer to use their own language. But I grew up here on Terrace, so I just sort of got used to speaking the native tongue.
You showed a lot of guts dealing with those Volkers, kid. You got a name?
My name's Mission Veo, and this big Wookiee is my best friend Zaalbar. I'd offer to give you a tour, but the streets down here aren't safe. But if there's anything else you need...
Oh right, Karth keeps talking about my amazing knowledge of languages, apparently. Is he just staring dumbfounded as I do all these interactions with the people that don't speak basic? And he's just like staring because he has no idea what anyone's saying. So how do a Wookiee and a Twi'leks street urchin end up as best friends?
We just kind of fell in together. It ain't easy on your own here in the lower city. Everyone's always looking to push you around.
So we noticed. Still, you seem like an odd pair.
When I met up with Zaalbar, it seemed like a pretty good match. I knew we could look out for each other. With my street smarts and his muscle, we make a great team.
I want to ask you some questions.
Well, you came to the right person. If you want info on Lower Terrace, I'm the one to talk to. Davik, the lower city gangs. I even got the scoop on that bounty hunter, Calo Nord.
Yeah, what's up with Calo Nord?
Calo Nord's one of the most famous bounty hunters in the galaxy. He's killed more people than the Iridian Plague. I've seen him kill people just for trying to talk to him. He hangs around Zach's bounty office, but I don't think he's looking for work there. All the postings there are small time, way beneath a bounty hunter of his caliber. I figure Calo's been hired by Davik to do a special job for the exchange. I'd wager 1,000 credits that as soon as the quarantine ends, he'll be getting off this rock.
Tell me about Davik.
Davik's part of the Intergalactic Crime Syndicate, but I guess everyone knows that. But I hear he's got a new ship for his smuggling operations, the Ebon Hawk. I don't know much about space travel, but I hear that ship's fast enough to break the Sith blockade. Of course, this is all just secondhand rumor.
Where would he keep it, do you know?
If Davik does have a ship, he's got it locked up in his estate. Nobody gets in there, except the people working for Davik and the exchange.
Talking about the lower city gangs.
There's only 2 gangs worth worrying about here in the lower city. The Black Volkers and the Hidden Becks. Sometimes Zaalbar and I hang out at the Beck base. The Becks are led by Gadden Thek. He's a good guy. Lost his sight in a swoop bike accident a few years ago, but even blind, he's a great leader. Not like that traitor Brezhik. Before he took over the Volkers, he was a Hidden Beck. Gadden considered that ungrateful space slug his adopted son.
Why did Brezhik leave the Hidden Becks?
When Gadden went blind, everyone figured he'd step down and appoint Brezhik in his place. But Gadden figured Brezhik wasn't ready yet. He wanted him to wait a few years. But Brezhik was too impatient. He left to join the Volkers, and ever since, he's been waging a war to wipe Gadden and his Becks from the face of Taris. This gang war in the lower city is totally the Volkers' fault. They're the ones killing everything that moves out on the streets. It's like they've gone insane.
Yeah, that's a problem. Seems like guy wasn't ready. Seems like they were completely right about that. I'll be going now.
You going? Yeah, this dive is pretty boring. No action around here. Come on, Big Z, let's go. Can't you think about something besides your stomach for 5 minutes? Come on. We'll go see if there's anything good to eat at the Beck base.
Why? This poor dude, he got food. Let him eat his food. Why can't you just let him eat his food? Why are you doing this to him?
This gang war's getting out of hand. Volkers aren't just attacking the Hidden Becks anymore. They go after everyone.
Yeah, I learned that. I was just kind of walking around. It's like, hey, would you like some combat? I'm like, oh, cool. I wanted to have more blood on my hands. That's how I maintain my complexion. Oh my goodness, what am I looking at here? And here is where we get fun with aliens. Which one of you do I talk to? Both of you? It's like an Elcor crossed with that, like, that chest baby from Total Recall at the same time. What if your butt was a Racerhead baby?
Uchua penki, tong ituamaji, human act in ikatune, chi ita kanki, chana kilikon, chiwa aita kanki.
Well, now I feel bad. In my defense, he's not real. Sorry, I didn't mean to offend you.
Ki mulira kun king. Tong hitwama ag inkotune.
I want to ask you some questions.
Ciao baso, chino molira ni bubo, tong king ba, no kun nexag.
What planet are you from?
Patoga yak fuli kokala gigi. Tingkuin ko ka, tong hitwana ji sabkat agi inkotune. Chuna mulira, tong pa non kun nek abog. Smilia! Tingkuin ko ka, patoga yak fuli kokala gigi.
They have a... yeah. So they have a language designed to be heard by 4 ears and spoken by 2 mouths. Which is... yeah. That would be very difficult to pronounce. What kind of creature are you?
Ki mulira kun king. Tong hitwama ag inko tune.
I don't know how I'm getting this information. In your one voice tongue, you would call our kind power Dwang, Peadwang. Well, I was listening to him speak though, and I never heard him say that sound, so I don't know how I would learn that sound or translate it. I also don't know how I'm speaking to this guy and understanding his language if I don't know what he is. I'm a little iffy on how Star Wars languages work. It feels like everybody magically understands everybody in like there's a TARDIS nearby sort of way, except it's mixed on how much it seems people understand Chewie, so I'm never sure. Can you tell me about your homeworld?
Opa na ota vokasa, pampa ki mulira kun king. Changwaba chinyo shangwi chama ucha wish uyong kun.
I noticed your other head doesn't say much.
Kimba no konik docha. Patisa.
What do you know about Terrace?
Uba baska dwana chichopa muska. Kimba nikcha lora kun. Kiyuma batmalyaw no wish. Kakincha nawabagaon. Kun mulira slimo poiwanga tog kimba. No kun neksag. Chachiska. Topa na ota vokasa.
I'll be going now.
Kakincha nawabagaon. Bagwa shank kontimachid
You're a lot to take in. Wow. I kind of wonder if... Their heads are so different from each other too, like it's just a lot. I kind of wonder if BioWare had like another planet and another race that they just were working on, and then it had to get cut. And so they just have this one relic of that here because they just wanted to not waste that, or they wanted to have like that little fingerprint of like this thing that they created, because I don't know if this existed before. I feel like this might have been a BioWare creation to add to the lore kind of situation. Because I watched the Outer Worlds documentary now that I finally finished Outer Worlds. I watched the No Clip documentary series about it, and they talk about how like there was a 6th companion they had to cut, and an entire world they had to cut like late in development because they just weren't going to be able to finish it. And so like it's like some guy said that he like, yeah, I worked for 6 months on this level, and then it never came out. It was just brutal. So I see stuff like this, which I get the feeling might never come up again, and I'm like, oh, maybe they had this whole planet and like lore and so on built around this alien race, but then it just didn't quite make it to the final game. So here's this one curiosity in this one corner of the map, just to sort of like tease you, because that's a good use of resources to always suggest that there's more in your world if you have the stuff lying around. It's definitely something neat.